Alright, we're live.
I need USB-C, bro.
I don't have one.
You got Twitch for it?
I'm on YouTube right now. I'm not on YouTube. But I have a Twitch.
Bro, I love OBS. Not the OBS. Ethan, is it cool if I overstay my welcome?
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, we're live. And we got a webcam. What we doing on this live stream, guys?
Before my phone died. Look. I did it. Damn, bro.
If you can get the USB out of your car, I can use it.
Now move. Let's see.
Oh yeah, there's those little tiny ones down there. What are you doing, bro? Just give me the phone, bro. Bro.
What the fuck are you doing? No, I tried to put my phone out there and I let go of it and it fell over. It fell on the side of it. I went down to pick it up and I hit my head on the plate.
There you go, you get big, bro.
The Tony brothers. He's gonna be there, bro. He's gonna be helping out Shay tonight. Shay's on his phone. Who the fuck are you talking to? What the hell up? What, tickle in the back of your knee? Either do something really bad for your digital footprint. Why is that where your mind goes?
That's what everybody does to ruin their digital footprint, bro.
You could just start like shaking ass like that. That's what I would do.
Has that.
Yeah. Oh shit. Imagine like
This is like
his mom is like following his Twitch and she got the notification and she is watching this. Nah, but Aaron will probably send it to her. Yeah, probably.
I've seen better twerks come out of you.
Yeah, bro, you gotta drop it like it's hot. Wait, what did Brady do? Wait, why are you in trouble? Got slander again. It's not slander, it's actually happening.
We have no proof that was damn, by the way.
Oh, what about the stuff with Tommy's mom?
He has no proof. He's just blaming her.
He was the only one on this family that would actually done it.
She literally said she was gonna send it to your mom before she hung up. I remember that.
I don't care about that. That's just stupid shit.
No, I know.
He's accusing her of serious shit.
No, that's what I was saying though. If she did it then, she's like a.
Okay, so say.
Look, he knows why
okay,
he mentioned
so
her.
say if she actually did it to them. Now what are you gonna do?
And sorry, bro.
Oh, that's how it is. You're not gonna smile. Alright.
I'll slap her out.
Same dude for 6 months was the
True colors, bro. I see your true
I'll
colors.
slap her out, bro.
You used to eat a chip off the floor? I saw that shit. I saw it. He bent over, picked up a chip, and just ate it like it was nothing. I mean, look, I do the same shit. So I can't be mad. That kind of feels good. You kind of feel good. Fuck.
I like that
Did
one.
you grab the car?
Yeah.
Mine?
Why would I grab yours?
What's going on, everybody? Dude, his audio's not even on. Oh, yes, it is. Wait. Is his audio on? bro, let's make our song while he's gone. He uses Brave. Oh, I know he'd be watching too much porn.
Aspen Gold. Where's it at?
I bet he does, bro. Hey, I got that same webcam.
Dude, he has the chips in
Well,
optimal eating position too, so he can just stuff. Wait, what?
You have to find the beat.
It wasn't already saved. Oh shit, we haven't found the beat yet. Well, we found it, but we don't have it on Ethan's computer.
What is his profile picture? Alright, act like y'all weren't doing anything. Go right back down.
Wait, why?
Put the gas off my car.
Ah, shit. Nigga says that like you don't like start stuffing chip bags and shit down my neck shit. He put them all in optimal zone out position. On one day of the week, where
I remember looking at the fridge like damn, EBT declined so I had to switch the plan. Stomach was growling, shit hurt back then. I had to start twerking and earned money and slept by 10.
Which one is it, bro?
For what? Oh.
bro.
The one that has the name?
If you do that again, you're gonna get.
We gotta say we're a fight for when we get famous.
Okay.
Go build a famous shit.
Oh, we gotta get famous and then do like the not J.R. Smith big ball
Is
shit.
that Leyland's part?
No, like Lance Stevenson.
That is. Did you want to delete his?
Damn. They said they're releasing Layla.
Oh my god.
Pull up in this motherfucker with the fucking bag. Hold on. Pull up in this motherfucker with the fucking bag. Spurt. I'm about to get it while I kick it. Flowing on this beat. Got your girl, she about to get on her knees and eat this meat. The killer's beat. I got Tripper meat. Tripper about to get it while I hit up in his sheets. Pull up with the chopper, boy, that bitch gon' blick you down. Run around with 100 rounds.
I don't know, it's your call, bro.
Huh?
Your call, bro.
What do you want to do or not?
It's your call, bro. It's kind of shitty.
Your part, bro.
It's kind of shitty, bro. His part kind of sucks.
Wait, what song is this?
We're gonna delete his part, bro. It kind of sucks. Hope you understand us.
I mean, he was freestyling.
Dude, no, he was just fried out of his mind. He didn't know what he was doing.
Who?
Layla.
What did he say?
Dude, he's just mumbling the whole time. You can't even tell what he's saying.
What was the period? Oh, Tommy and Layla.
Yeah, Ethan and Tripper didn't make the song, or Tripper made his
Tripper
song.
made his own. Tripper
Tripper.
period, bro.
Did you say Tripper's song, Tom?
I think it's on there.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even remember anything from that night, bro.
Why not?
He said what?
I just don't remember.
Bro, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You were just like laying dormant on the floor. Just not doing shit. And then out of nowhere, you got like a burst of energy. You were like, yo, let's go to Circle K. And everyone just went home.
No, by the time
Oh, no, we went to Leyland's.
by the time we're leaving,
How that happened?
by the time we're leaving Leyland's house, I was in bed, bro.
Alright, y'all want to make your song 10?
Yeah.
Do you have the beat?
No, I want to do a different one. We need one with all four of us. Like,
You mean all six of us?
How about we make our own beat, bro?
Alright, bet.
Get on Studio. FL Studio.
Yeah, I got a bunch of shit I can bring over to connect to the.
yo, I got a MacBook, bro. I swear.
Do you want to go grab it real quick?
I can't stay that long. I gotta pick up Leyland soon.
Shit.
But I can come back tonight.
Shit, if you want to bring it tonight, we can connect it.
Alright, let's do my laptop, bro. Make me feel
I got a
so
mini keyboard. You know the shit is like a tiny little.
Oh yeah, you do that.
We have plans tonight. Ethan.
Yeah, cause I used to like want to produce.
Well,
but
after
then the
that,
side
we'll
thing,
be
I got
free.
bored.
Doesn't he
I
go
was trying to
up
learn how to
at
do
10:30?
it, and I was like, yeah,
And then you got like really nice keyboard, the little small one.
yeah,
I just
that's
try for free?
$60.
Yeah.
It costs money.
Oh, and I got a drum pad. I forgot I had that.
Yeah.
Alright, bro.
Bro, shut the
And it's also not Paxton either.
Yeah, Paxton's gone, bro.
Paxton got a girlfriend now.
Yeah, he went to daycare school. He went to a surf coach class.
What?
Actually, yeah.
Bro, save him.
We dropped him off,
At like a grown woman's house or a grown man's house.
nah, dude.
Dude, his friend's a junior dating an upcoming freshman.
Upcoming.
Yes.
So he's about to be a senior and she's about to be a freshman?
No, he's about to be a junior. She's about to be a freshman.
That's still kind of weird.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom does it.
Well, I want to scrap her.
But when they've been together so long, that's okay.
Yeah.
Cam low-key called her. She started flirting you for dating a freshman too, bro. Not gonna lie.
So did Dave.
Put you on blast. Everybody
Wait,
knows,
you
bro.
for who dated a freshman? I know Tommy did, but Ethan, you said you got flamed for dating a freshman.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's a freshman.
Yeah, it's the first time. She degraded. I
Age
never.
regressing?
Yeah, she said she identified as a 14-year-old now.
That's part of Ethan Valley.
Oh yeah, I forgot about all that.
Bro, I can lie. Sometimes I feel like this. When I hang out with y'all, I feel like this. I don't know how to explain it, but
You gotta look like that in the face.
You want to try this out real quick, Tom?
Bro, that's my shit. I say you look like that in the face.
You
That's
tell me
why I
how
say
it
you
is.
can't do that for me.
Well, come try it out real quick. Quick around like Clearhouse. While this is downloaded, it's taking a minute to download FL Studios.
Okay, we gonna wait. You got the crack version?
Bro, it took me 5 seconds to download on my MacBook, bro.
Ethan, you got the crack version
Cracked version of what?
of FL?
No.
Oh, you just want to do the trial thing?
Well, how do I get the cracked version?
Well, I gotta send you the Discord.
Yo, can you send it to me?
A plane plummets.
If it still exists, it does.
Dude, I still have another year ban on my Discord, so I gotta look this through.
I forgot you got banned on Discord.
What'd you do? Oh, yeah, you sound like Kyle. Damn near. You did something like that.
Yeah, it was some bullshit like that.
Yeah, some bullshit like that. Ethan, do I even have you added on here? Oh, yeah, I do.
Discord, yeah. Which one do I download? There's like 4 different ones. Producer edition?
It's been like a year since I've done it. No, just download the Google Drive or Media 5, whichever.
Alright.
Timber said he got $20 on the first. Timber said it. Nah, first he texted me. He said, "Bro, B got $20 on the Spurs."
Yeah,
Cause he not. I don't like. I like the Knicks. Why would I put $20 on the
I
Spurs?
realized he's only texted you. I don't like me and lately he's always ever texted you to have a casual conversation.
No. Why would I know what he texted me later?
He's never texted me and lately on like a casual conversation thing ever. Only whenever he needs something, wants to know about something, or someone tells him the contact rules.
Dude, I don't know. That's not my business.
I think True might be racist.
Then he's racist. Alright, I gotta go home. Oh, my ass smooth as fuck.
Can you pick me up on the way to get later?
Sure. Are you gonna be home? Or are you gonna be here?
Maybe here.
Good.
Easy, man.
See you, Ethan.
See you, bro. If you back later tonight, bring that keyboard.
Alright, bet. Hey, if Layla wants to come, is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
Alright.
studio. I got it. You got everything? You got everything? Jungle Beats, holla at me. I'll put your phone real quick, bro. We play right now.
No, bro.
Let me just a chat, Tommy. Let me get one death and you on this beat.
Your objective is to maximize eliminations. Hostiles pulled ahead.
Entertainment, keeping you cool when the highs get hot. Stay tuned for the traffic at 10. Just their soft opening brought us higher. Ready to welcome you like they never even left.
I don't know how to.
5 minutes to go. Stay focused. You've wandered away from your target. Dual kill. Enemies are halfway to victory. Minutes. Seconds left. Seconds left. Enemies are making progress.
Bro, look at this. Come here. Bro, I have a 1.2. I've just been sitting here.
How'd you have an abandoned already?
Dude, I left too early. Like, we lost. It was like 4-3. It was 4-4, and they were defusing, and I backed out and I gave it the abandon.
That's so dumb.
I mean, I did go on like I did like I played 3 today, and I won all 3.
That's what's up, man.
So I mean, but I was only getting like 16 a game, bro. Something ridiculous like that. Just charge it. You know what?
Yeah, don't poop on the floor again, dude.
You ready to die? I'm gonna eat you.
Are you good?
Me?
Yes, bro. Every time I look over there, it looks like you asleep.
No, I did have a fire ass dream a minute ago. I was in the store. I always have dreams of being at the store. They're always fire. Dude, what's on your leg?
Is that Motor Warrior still?
Bro's LARPing being an electrician or a mechanic.
It is Motor Warrior.
I wasn't talking to you, bro.
Talking to me?
There's something on your leg. On the right side of your right leg. The right side of your right leg.
Oh shit. Oh, it's the my old trackpad for my mouse.
Your old trackpad was on your leg.
What are you doing? Hey, you press.
No.
Yeah. there a moat between us, or is that just me?
Must not be too hard for you, buddy.
Nah, throw him. Throw him over here. Whoever lands on it, lands on.
Go ahead, bro.
And he's gonna freak out.
Dude, I'll go with 6 cats. Go ahead, bro.
I don't.
Get him, Tommy. Tommy, get him. Tommy.
It's between y'all.
Tommy,
y'all
he's
two,
wide open
bro.
right now. Get him.
It's between y'all two.
Get him, Tommy.
Did they have to coach Brayden?
Coach him? On what?
Actually.
Oh, chill with smoking walls.
He's about to start fucking up the McDonald's.
Ah. Dude!
Get back up there, bro.
Do you like the only way he had 50 that time over there? Yo, Ty's looking for you on that dance. You gotta start chasing your shoelaces that you keep.
It's not black.
Here, watch. Dude. Quit tripping, dog. Why are you doing that? It's just standing there. It's just it's just standing there. Why are you doing that? It's just sitting there. Why are you doing that? It's just sitting there. Ow! What? Stop it! Why are you attacking me? just had a kid, bro. That was a week. That was a long ago. Yo, the ones in the world, bro. Brayden. The ones in the world.
Yo, you back up there, bro. They didn't know that this show was
Yeah, he finna knock your drink over, Tommy.
Tommy. Calm down.
Come here for just a second.
I'm in trouble with this control.
Yeah.
Dude, you better knock over the drink, bro. Oh, never mind. It's like Kendrick Lamar.
Dude, this guy's like inspecting every inch of his room, bro.
I didn't think of it that way. Damn, bro.
Tommy. Dude, man, I didn't see a green light. What's this light? I
Wait
just.
till mine's fully charged.
Wait till it's fully charged.
Yeah.
I bet.
are in the lead. Kill. You're ahead of the enemy. 2 minutes left. Pulled ahead. One minute left. You have 30 seconds. Seconds. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. Clock's run out. Hostiles win.
Think it's done? Let me see. You said how long till dinner's done? she's using fish oil. FL Studio Premium, bro. Yeah. Dude, I'm finna chefing up some beats, bro. Dude, my setup just keeps getting better and better, bro. Like, I don't even mean to be upgrading, just be buying shit. Alright, what is What do I gotta get on?
Is there a boy in your room? Your boyfriend's there? Bring back emo, bro. Oh, your boyfriend's there. Okay, cool. Never mind. He's not hopping on the game. Oh, you got two boys there.
Alright, wait, what are y'all on right now? What are y'all on?
We're Roblox.
Alright.
We're playing a game called Hitman card game.
Dude, look at my giant glass mouse pad I have now.
Look at that giant bald spot you got on your head.
Dude.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Bro's got a giant bald spot, bro. What the fuck is this?
I'm leaving.
Yo, who's that dude who's glazing in the background?
I don't know. Hey, we got FL Studio Premium now.
You got crack? Oh shit. You know how to use it?
Fuck no.
Bro, I'll show you, bro. I watched the video on it.
I'm guessing I just clicked something and put a beat right there.
Alright, hold on, let me show you.
I hit an ollie right now, Tommy. Right now, Tommy. Tommy, watch this.
Watch.
Not.
I'm watching. Almost. You just gotta chill with it.
You saw that?
It's like your foot is glued to the skateboard. Yeah, see? That's what you gotta do. Your back foot is glued. Happens. You fall, you just gotta get back up.
I quit!
Can't quit that easy, bro.
Is Hater picking you up?
Yeah.
Okay. When he picks him up, you want me to take you home till 10:30? You want to hop on C for a little bit? Want to take you home? Sure. Bet. How you got a silver crafted something up, bro. Listen. Should just be infinitely looping. It's only like 5 seconds.
Honestly, for your first time, it's not even that bad.
Like, I can build off of that.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how to use FL Studio either. Making it big, bro.
Raiden, come here.
A plane plummets out of the sky. A speedrunner inexplicably jumps to a higher platform.
What the?
And an election recount is triggered. All because of the same invisible phenomenon that permeates the universe. More vote after the original tally been inflated by over 4,000 votes. Computer experts were brought in to run extensive tests on the software. They combed through the code but could find no bugs. They got the computer that had made the initial erroneous tally and tested the hardware again and again, but they could not replicate the error. Everything about the hardware seemed to be in perfect working order. And this left only one possible explanation, and it is seriously weird. The clue comes from the excess number of votes Vindevogel received, 4,096. Computers work using binary, strings of zeros and ones, each corresponding to a power of 2. So somewhere inside the computer tabulating all the votes was a string of bits representing the number of votes Maria received. It started the day all zeros, and then as each vote for her came in, it would increment by 1. Physically, this is done by turning on a transistor for 1 and turning it off for 0. What's remarkable about the number 4096 is that it is exactly a power of 2, 2 to the power of 12. That is the 13th bit. So for Maria Vindevogel to receive an extra 4,096 votes, only one thing needed to happen. The 13th bit had to flip from a 0 to a 1. But why would that happen? Computers work precisely because bits don't flip unless we want them to. Or do they? Looking into the problem, Belgian investigators found reports of similar issues from big computer companies starting in the 1970s. In 1978, Intel reported some strange errors popping up in their 16 kilobit dynamic random access memory, or DRAM. Ones would spontaneously flip to zeros with no apparent cause. The problem turned out to be the ceramic packaging the chip was encased in. With the demand for semiconductor packaging skyrocketing in the 1970s, a new manufacturing plant was constructed on the Green River in Colorado. Unfortunately, this site happened to be just downstream of an old uranium mill. Radioactive atoms made their way into the river and then into the ceramic packaging for Intel's microchips. Intel scientists investigating the problem found that even trace amounts of uranium and thorium in the ceramic were sufficient to cause problems. In their DRAM, memory was stored as the presence or absence of electrons in a semiconductor well. The alpha particles emitted by uranium and thorium were energetic and ionizing enough to create electron-hole pairs in the silicon. If an alpha particle struck in just the right place, it could create a large number of free charge carriers, causing electrons to accumulate in the well, flipping a 1 to a 0. This is known as a single event upset, a type of soft error. The error is soft because the device hasn't been damaged. The bit has changed, but you could erase it and rewrite it with no problems. Investigators exposed the chips to alpha emitters with different levels of activity, and just as you'd expect, they found the number of bit flips directly correlated with the number of alpha particles the chip had been exposed to. The reason this problem was identified in the 1970s was because chip components had been miniaturized to the point where a single alpha particle could produce enough charge to flip a bit. Immediately, these findings attracted a lot of attention. Before the paper was published, it was widely circulated in the industry, and as a result, chip manufacturers were a lot more careful to avoid radioactive materials when producing their microchips and packaging. Therefore, the bit flip that gave Maria Vindevogel 4,096 extra votes wasn't caused by natural radioactivity in the computer. So where did it come from? After Henri Becquerel discovered radioactivity with uranium in 1896, scientists sought a way to measure it. How radioactive were different materials? And one way to do this is with a gold leaf electrometer. When it's charged, the leaf is repelled, and you can measure the amount of charge by the angle of the leaf. Now, if ionizing radiation enters the chamber, it rips electrons off air molecules, creating positive and negative charges. Opposite charges are attracted to the leaf, discharging it over time. The higher the level of ionizing radiation, the faster the device discharges. In 1910, Theodore Wolff took his electrometer to the top of the Eiffel Tower. Since radioactivity was found in the soil and rocks of Earth, he expected that 300 meters up, the radiation would be just a few % of the ground radiation. Instead, he found only a slight decrease. In 1911, Austrian physicist Victor Hess decided to take this experiment further. Literally. He loaded electroscopes into the basket of a hydrogen balloon. In his first 2 flights, he observed the same thing as Wolff. Up to an altitude of 1,100 meters, both trips revealed no fundamental change in radiation compared to the values observed on the ground. But the next year, he conducted 7 balloon flights up to an altitude of 5,200 meters. And here, he discovered something remarkable. While there was an initial drop in radiation for the first several hundred meters, above 1 kilometer or so, the level increased with increasing altitude. At his maximum height, the level of radiation was several times greater than it was on the ground. The radiation appeared to be coming not from the Earth, but from the sky. Hess scheduled one of his balloon flights during a solar eclipse, and as the moon passed in front of the sun, he carefully watched his instruments. But the readings were unaffected. Even with the sun half covered, the level of radiation was the same. Since no influence of the eclipse on the penetrating radiation was noted, we conclude that even if a part of the radiation should be of cosmic origin, it hardly emanates from the sun. Victor Hess had discovered cosmic rays, high-energy radiation from space. But what were these rays exactly, and where were they coming from? Well, today we know they aren't electromagnetic rays, as many suspected, but particles. Around 90% are protons, 9% are helium nuclei, and 1% are heavier nuclei. Some of them are from the sun, but they have comparatively low energy. High-energy cosmic rays, moving very close to the speed of light, come from exploding stars, supernovae, in our own galaxy and in others. And the highest energy particles are thought to come from black holes, including the supermassive black holes at the centers of galaxies. But it's hard to pin down exactly where cosmic rays come from because, as charged particles, they're deflected by magnetic fields in space. So they can wind their way through the universe for billions of years.
On behalf of the Java community, I would like to sincerely apologize to the Bedrock community, to the Bedrock speedrunning community. I don't know. For me, this appears to be one of the biggest, most unusual, most puzzling miscalculations on Microsoft's part, on Mojang's part. I don't really understand where the impetus was here, but I know a lot of people from MCSR, and I have to say, I don't think they would ever put something together like this. They're fantastic people, they have the greatest intentions, but I think the focus was a little bit lost. Now, as someone who's made a lot of maps on Marketplace, I've worked with quite a few people over the last half decade to a decade. I know what it's like to make Marketplace content, with pressures, deadlines, you name it. So I come to this with a very interesting perspective that some people might appreciate. So let's talk about this map for a second. This is a map that provides an expedited environment to allow you to Java speedrun on Bedrock Edition, which is odd considering that there is a way to speedrun the game on Bedrock Edition, and there's an entire community around that too. But okay, this map exists to give people the opportunity to Java speedrun, for those who want to Java speedrun, but they don't have Java Edition. It's about 16.90 mine coins, about $10 US. I had to spend $16 on it. So you have to expect some value in return. Now, I've had a lot of people ask me to talk about this map. You can see it's already been absolutely bombed with a 3.3 rating. This is extremely low. As I load into this, there is also a free version called a practice mode, where it actually walks you through and gives you a tutorial on how to speedrun Java Minecraft on Bedrock Edition. I know, this is insane, right? When they announced this on Minecraft Live, I gave a very visceral reaction immediately to it.
Turbo and MCSR Ranked are bringing speedrunning to Minecraft Bedrock Edition with brand new add-ons available today. So, if you've been inspired by all of the
How?
crazy...
But that is exactly what's going on. So MCSL, MC Speedrunning, have attempted to create Java speedrunning as an experience on Bedrock Edition, which, if you know, Bedrock has extremely different mechanics to Java. But okay, the potentially younger target audience probably wouldn't care about that. They just want to copy the best of the best. I have my certain issues with that point of view, but fine. We can hope that this map is of standard and can deliver on that. I'm actually just going to jump into a world right here. So random seed, set seed, weekly seed. And just by jumping into this, you are going to... And just by jumping into this, you're going to notice some really strange technical issues that will pop up immediately. So first of all, this is a fake loading screen. I can also just like open my inventory. It's going to go away. I can also walk around. What's happening right now is that the behavior pack for this world is algorithmically generating terrain to mimic or simulate Java terrain. So it's generating a bastion. It's going to generate a fortress after this. So it's going to create a nether dimension and then place structures really close to each other to make it easier for you to experience speedrunning. And so if we jump to the world here, you can see this is exact. I have spawned in a desert probably 7 times in a row now. So there is a ruined portal over there. If you look around over here, there has been a single Enderman that's been holding this block in every... What block are they holding? Well, that's weird. They're holding different blocks. So there are context clues here, which sort of give you or paint a picture as to how this entire thing is being run. So this is a desert biome, and they've assisted you by placing a ruined portal structure to sort of be like, hey, let's finish this portal. And how many blocks? There's 2 blocks left. Don't tell me. Oh my God. Okay. Wait, so I don't actually have to build a portal whatsoever? That's fine. We got all this iron. I don't even need flint and steel. I've got a fire charge. Okay. I'm gonna forfeit the seed because this is actually kind of bewildering. All right, so now you can see it's getting things ready. What's happening now is that I believe the map is clearing out all of that world terrain, deleting everything in its path. And so if you try to create another seed, like random seed right here, it's going to queue you in. It's pretty laggy because you can understand that if it's trying to fill the entire area with air, that's just what's going to happen. So while it's doing that, I can show you around here. This is the world spawn. You can see in the distance, there is a super flat terrain and it's carved it out right there. You can see chunks are just gone and it's just built this world around here. I think if they'll... Okay. Oh, it's generating a village. This is the first village generation that I've actually gotten. And I think this is going to take a little bit of time. I'm actually kind of stuck here. I can't generate the village. And if I just press E, you can see I'm still in the world. It's just created a loading screen here. Oh, it's moving. Okay, there we go. That took about 4 minutes. Okay, so it's planted me in a desert again. Yeah, see... This is exactly what I thought would happen. So they put me in a desert once again. I'm not sure why it keeps putting me in deserts. Oh, is it because they can just put desert temples? Okay, so they've put a village plains here inside. That door is wrong. They put a village plains in a desert biome, which is not right. This tells me there's a lot of miscommunication that's happened. I don't know why they did this. Oh, wait, what's going on here? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, well, I'm trying to give these guys the benefit of the doubt because I know these people, they would never put together something as rough as this. This is really, really bad on a technical level, and I can kind of see the edge of the world too. Oh boy, wait, no, nah. Oh, that village is decimated. Okay, so this is a very good opportunity to just boat across and see what's happening. So this is within the world render distance, and you could have already seen the horizon across the world border. So now you can see just in the distance over there how many desert biomes are being pre-generated, which is why I'm inside a desert biome so much. And then you get teleported to all of these different pre-generated worlds, and then it places structures in. So if I just update this water block, you can see it's just flowing across now. There are border blocks over here, so I can't.
Korea. The nut scandal that almost ruined Korean Air.
On December 5th, 2014, a flight operated by Korean Air was set to fly from New York City to Seoul, South Korea.
Was that a 16-hour flight?
But before it could even get off the ground, several people's lives were permanently altered by a bag of nuts. But despite where you might think this is going,
I thought this was going to be the nut scandal, like a chipmunk climbed into the fucking airplane overnight and started storing just all of its acorns and like peanuts that like weighed down one of the sides of the planes or something.
It's not a story about someone having an allergic reaction and the traumatized passengers who witness it. Instead, the story...
I had a rat problem at my old place back when I used to live in a trailer, and we got back from like this trip for a week. This was when I was like 8 years old, and a rat had taken all of the Hershey Kisses that were in a bowl and arranged them in a a line in between the gap between my washer, or not my washer, my dishwasher and the countertop. Because it was like, there was a gap about this big, and there was just a line of Hershey Kisses all the way from the back to the front. It's very weird. Never found out why it did that, but I had a rat problem. I remember there was a rat problem, and we had a rat and a bat problem, separate times. But when the rats were there, they would like grab stuff, and I still think about it. Like to this day, I'm like, why did it do that? I know it was storing the food in some way, but it was like so not perfectly organized, but it was like almost perfect. Like it was just like lined, like he like individually carried one over every time.
Instead, the story centers around Cho Hyun-ah, also known as Heather Cho, a vice president at Korean Air who was sitting in
Did she have a nut allergy or something?
First class for that flight. As the plane was preparing to take off, a flight attendant handed Mrs. Cho a bag of macadamia nuts. And this is when all hell broke loose.
The CEO, or like one of the heads of the company, gets a bag of macadamia nuts. Macadamia? You know I only eat cashews. How dare you?
Cho was instantly enraged because she was served the nuts in a bag instead of in a bowl. Yes, that's...
Oh my god. Like, that enraged her? I get maybe it'd be, like, policy to, like, put them in a bowl for first class. But if you're the CEO, I'd be like, you guys are supposed to put this in a bowl and move on. Not, what do you think I am, some poor person? Sitting in coach? Are you gonna offer me next a Biscoff cookie? Who do you think I am, some peasant?
The grave offense that's...
Next, you're gonna offer me fentanyl, I bet. That's why I do it in the back bathroom.
Started this whole thing. Cho began screaming at the flight attendant, a woman named Kim Do-hee, reportedly yelling, "What kind of service is this?" and berating her for a minute before realizing that she should really be yelling at Kim's boss. So she called over the cabin crew chief, Park Chang-jin, and began screaming at him instead, throwing the bag of
Dude, I used to suck. Shit.
Look at that.
Look
Look at that.
I think Owen was on
30.
No, Charlie. Please tell me that you could. Please tell me you kept the hoodie on the whole time.
I can hear it. No, you can't hear me though. Bro, I haven't seen these in a while.
I don't hear the headshot
Dude, that's when my name was still Cricks, bro. No, this is the better one.
Dad, I was wearing a lacrosse hoodie. Pull up. I know exactly where that hoodie is too. Oh wait, no, it's the one.
Paxton, come here! Paxton!
Look. Alright, so it has my little...
I'm watching this, bro. Get off of this.
I'm just chilling looking at it, bro. Let's see if my YouTube channel pops up.
Yo, someone got my card?
I already just picked it up.
I see.
I don't think it's here.
stream. Alright, so I kind of dubbed, but I wasn't able to get it. But I'll show you the replay mode. Replays. It should be the... Hold up. Okay, unsaved replay. Play replay. I think it was this one. Caught a win, but I don't know if like, I don't know if this is it or not. Let me see. But is this invert? Okay. Let's speed this up. Alright, I landed here. Okay, this is low graphic. Sorry guys. Oh jeez. Hold on, it's loading. Okay. So right here I'm just gathering up mats, man. Speed it up to the kill. Okay, it's frozen. Blah 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 blah. Alright. Slow it down to here. Drink a big pot. Right? Bro, my hands are like shaking when I got the win. I didn't know if I was gonna... Alright, so damage for 5. 5 and he gets headshot. Like, so wasting my stone flip. Keep in mind, this is my like 3rd game on. So, my 3rd game on. Here, let me leave this party real quick, guys. Alright, 3rd game on. Alright. I know that guy. I only have attack. Pumps are like OG, so I grabbed it. Alright. Alright, yeah. I hit him. He got a little headshot on me. 7 HP. Being where I was at 7 HP. No! Okay, so I got that. Okay. So I got that kill. Okay, I got minis. Here's somebody else coming. Alright, go in here, hurt the chest, so, cause like I'm at 7 HP.
You're kind of a yapper. Why are you using fearless intros? Why are you using fearless?
Bro, I just searched up good, what is it, titles or whatever.
Yeah, that's fearless, bro. Let's be real here. That's fucking, what's that guy's name? He's for, I forgot his name. He's an Australian.
Fearless, right?
No, that one's not fearless. That one's, it's like Juggy or some bullshit like that.
Oh, this one was cool though. Dude, this is a random.
Oh, I just shot you. Nice. GG's.
And then after he was like, alright, what you're gonna do is go to this number, you're gonna send me a picture.
lagging so bad. Okay,
You
now I'm
alright?
stuck. I can't move. No, I can't move.
Nice.
Oh, I moved. Close the door.
Yep.
Now let's get freaky.
What? No, 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 no! Get me out, get me out, get me out!
Hey.
Why is my butthole sore?
I don't know. Alright, let me check it.
No, thank you. No, 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 no! I'm gonna do it. Dead?
Okay, my turn.
Oh, that used a lot of battery.
Oh no.
What are you doing?
Okay.
Stop! I can't move. All right, I think I have to hold on. Okay. There you go.
Okay.
Hey! What is that a button?
Oh my! Oh my god! 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 Oh, what is that? Uh-oh. Oh, oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! This is bad! Oh no! This is bad! She's following me, bro. Oh. I'm dead, bro. What was that? Submarine's tweaking, jit. Got that little school dang-a-dang. Wait. Thought he locked on. Oh my god! What the freak is that? Yo, he tweaking, bro. Bro, what the freak is that? What? Why is it aiming at me? Look at, bro. Look at this dude, bro.
Dead? What am I doing?
Hey. Eat it. Eat it. Oh.
Oh. Oops. I can't eat it.
Okay.
Ew! What is it? It's gooning! I'm stuck! I'm stuck! Help!
I think there's somebody hanging right there. I made a run for it. It's chasing me. I already missed Josh, man. I think it was hanging. It was hanging. Oh no! Oh no! Here's a rip. Oh.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, that thing is gigantic. Oh.
Hello?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Why is there a spider here? Spider here. Can I gun the ship? No, it didn't. I think Josh died. He died.
Oh! Wait, how are you alive?
Step, bro. I'm stuck. I'm stuck, step, bro. Help. What that mean? You could definitely stop if it looks corny in public. Then yes.
But that itch though, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and not itch my head just because I don't want other people to be like, oh, that guy's itching his head.
Like.
I keep itching my head, and I hope my dress don't end up like his either, bro.
Like.
I feel like I'm gonna have his shit or Lil TJ's. This shit never do it.
Wow.
I was like Ethan.
Okay.
He's calling me. That's terrifying. Hello? Okay.
Bro, come back to the 2-man, bro.
Tommy? Oh.
Yo, come back to the 2-man.
You said that and she said, what? And then she just hung up.
Yo!
That was Tara.
Oh. Why'd she hang up?
I don't know.
Yo, I really hope she believes me, bro.
Tara don't care. saw some dude get hit with it. It looked pretty cool.
Oh, I didn't even do that. Oh, let me lock in. Oh, I can't pop with it.
He said, you the worst, you the worst. You know that big in my universe. You can flow keep some of your part, bro.
For this?
Yes.
My head always down. I would only keep my head up for 2 reasons. That's for a big booty Latina girl and Ethan. Alright, I'm sorry, I don't know why I said that. Let's keep it pushing. I love my Latina, she be feeding me well. Man, I love my Latina, she be feeding me well.
I love you, Tommy.
I remember looking at the fridge like, damn, EBT declined, so I had to switch the plan. Stomach was growling, shit hurt back then. I had to start twerking and earned money and slept by 10. I ain't proud of it, but we was trying to eat. Whole family depended on me by 16. I used to hate school, cause my shoes got clowned. Same fit every week, my head always down. I would only keep my head up for 2 reasons. That's for a big booty Latina girl and Ethan. Alright, I'm sorry, I don't know why I said that. Let's keep it pushing. I love my Latina, she be feeding me well. Laying in bed, it be comfy as hell. Got a 2-man outside at the next hotel. Got a plan B just in case I fail. And I don't feel like rapping no more. Let me call Ethan. Comfy as hell. Got a 2-man outside at the next hotel. Got a plan B just in case I fail. Got a plan B just in case I fail.
Does it work? What does it sound like? Tell me what it says.
Got a plan B just in case I fail.
And then, okay, did you want to hop in right after?
It can wait a little bit.
Okay. And then you can add your intro. What do you?
Yeah, I'll say some like bullshit. So I'll do the intro before they get here because they're kind of close.
All right. So I'm gonna just cut it off right here.
Got a plan B just in case I fail.
Close. All right. Yeah.
Comfy as hell. Got a 2-man outside at the next hotel. Got a plan B just in case I fail.
Just cut it completely.
Cut it? You don't want to hear it?
No.
Got a plan B just in case I fail.
Man, this dude saw me, bro. He talking about playing B and stuff, bro. We don't use that boy, bro. It's 2026, bro. Bro, we're going raw, bro. All year, bro. Man, this dude saw me, bro. He talking about playing B.
I was too close.
Man, this nigga told me talking about playing bees and shit, bro. We don't use it anymore, bro. It's 2026, bro. But we only do that shit raw.
That's
me talking about playing bees and shit, bro. We don't use it anymore, bro. It's 2026, bro. But we only do that shit raw. We only do that shit raw. Man, this nigga talking about playing bees and shit, bro. We don't use it anymore, bro. It's 2026, bro. But we only do that shit raw.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good? Did you want to rap with the same type of preset, or did you want to go with a different sound?
Nah, I do the same one.
Same one? Alright, bet. You want to write anything down, or just go off the top of your head?
Nah, can you like send this to me somehow?
Yeah.
Alright, send it to me.
Let me see.
Oh yeah, I made like a real email finally.
Oh, okay, bet.
Like a real like personal email to use for shit.
Bet. So like, this is gonna be your official. Like, you're gonna put this on everything.
Yeah.
Alright. I have two. We should probably make two just in case.
I have
One
two.
for like. Alright, bet.
I have one for like if I'm like working or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one for like shit like this.
Hello? Because I'm on here. Why is it not letting me? Why is it not letting me on? Oh, there you go. Share privately. It's gonna have to send through your Discord. Is that cool?
Alright, yeah.
What's your Discord?
I have no idea. I haven't made a new one.
Make one real quick.
Oh wait,
Super Duboy, right?
yeah. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, there you go. And then. Oh, frig, are we still streaming?
I don't know what we'd be streaming on.
Oh well. Alright. If you want lyrics, bro, you can just write it during here. Or you want to write it on your phone instead.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna do it on my phone.
Yeah, go in your note app, bro. Take your time. I'm gonna be
Wait,
switching
so
it.
if I were to record my verse at home, I can do it since you sent me a link?
Yeah.
Alright, good. Will it already have the preset on there?
Yeah.
Alright, Tommy.
You leaving?
Yeah.
Is Hayden here?
Yeah.
Alright, bro. Guess that means me and you are going too, Tommy. Wait, we're coming
why I still carry a 3DS and why you should too. This is the last model of the 3DS Nintendo ever released, the new Nintendo 3DS XL. And in my opinion, it's one of the few devices that can genuinely improve your relationship with video games, because it feels so different from your smartphone or from modern consoles that are constantly fighting for your attention. Playing through my library on my modded 3DS made gaming feel healthier, slower, and more genuine again. Instead of something I just mindlessly consume, it became something I actually choose to do. Without guilt, without distractions, and without feeling like I'm stuck in a loop. So in this video, I want to talk about why owning a discontinued handheld can completely change the way you experience games, and maybe even limit your smartphone usage. The problem is, I think most of us don't really notice how much gaming has changed. It's always there now, on our phones. I'll check in on my Clash of Clans village, collect some resources, maybe launch an attack, then I might switch over to Clash Royale and play a couple of rounds. And somewhere in between that, I get a message, leave the app, scroll for a bit, and suddenly I'm back in a cycle where I'm doing everything, but I'm not fully immersed in anything. And that's what I wanted to change. I still wanted something portable, to play games wherever I am. But I didn't want gaming to feel like just another